So I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know I've been saying this for a long time, but I'm really all the way fed up with Uber. I'm still doing Lyft a lot more. I'm probably like 90% Lyft, 10% Uber. I'm sorry for the glare, by the way. It's just become unbearable to do Uber, between the shared rides and the really trash offers. Now they're about to do this Advantage thing come next month. At least for me in my area. They're starting like February something, I forget the exact date. But they're gonna put Uber drivers in a class where you're either Advantage or you're a loser in the eyes of Uber. So they're gonna send you even more trash offers. And here I am thinking, how can it get any worse? Like this morning, I got offered a shared ride, 5-minute pickup, 12-minute trip, multiple stops for $5. Trash. And at least with Lyft, with the area filter option in the morning, I'm getting back-to-back rides. Back-to-back. So my acceptance rate went up on Lyft, and I think I'm down to like 15% on Uber. Lowest I've ever been, probably in my whole history of driving Uber, and it's only gonna go down more. I wouldn't even be surprised if I go down as little as 5%. Drivers have been saying they went down as little as 1% on Uber. Now, when I say I'm done, I'm still going to take a trip or two just to maintain the status of the app, keep it going, just in case. And every now and then I do want to steal customers from Uber. So I'll probably just drive Uber on maybe Saturday and Sundays just to keep the app going. I find I have slightly better luck on the weekends because I get less offers on Lyft sometimes on the weekends. But I'm done. I'm done. I can't play this game with Uber anymore. I don't even care if they deactivate me at this point. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some delivery apps to replace what I'm losing on the Uber side. But I've been doing pretty good on Lyft. I've been still maintaining $30 an hour because I drive the busy times. I'll drive like early morning, and then I'll do late afternoon when people are coming home. And I've been still averaging 6 hours, $30 an hour, which is all I'm asking for. I'm not a full-time driver per se. I still consider myself part-time. But it's just become that unbearable on Uber with these shared rides, these crappy offers. Share how you guys feel about it. But I was watching Show Me the Money Club, and he had a guest on there that was driving for Uber he was a new driver. He was only driving with Uber maybe a year. But he said recently he found he has much better luck with Lyft. And the look on Sergio's face, he was like a little taken back. He was like, oh, really? Because most of us know that Uber gives you a lot more offers. But if the offers are all crap, what good are they? I get less offers on Lyft, but yet because I'm able to cherry pick because they give me the information I need, I can still make my quota for the day. Another thing Uber's doing, if you're under a certain acceptance rate, I'm assuming under 50%, they're not even sharing the town. They're only giving you the address, which makes it really confusing because when you're driving, you don't have time to really look at the map, to see where it is. So that's been really frustrating for me to try to look at that map, see where the ride's going, because the areas I drive, the towns are really, really small and close together. Like, I'll be in New Britain, Bristol, Hartford, West Hartford. So I need the town quickly so I can see if that's where I want to go. Because certain times of day, you just don't want to go, like Hartford. You don't want to go to Hartford after like 2 p.m. There's too much traffic. But you might go in the morning. As independent contractors, we should have this information at all times. And if Uber wants to play this game, let's play. I'm not going to be a part of it. Now, literally, I might do 1 or 2 rides on the weekend, like I said, to keep the app going, but that's it. I'm no longer going to play your game, Uber. I'm done. Now, I know it's not smart to only be doing Lyft. You should have more apps in your arsenal. So I am going to try to get some type of delivery apps in my arsenal, even though I don't want to do Lyft deliveries. I feel like deliveries is just more work for less pay, but it's smart to have backup apps because I can't rely on just Lyft. Because there's days where Lyft is just so slow, they're not going to, even though they're giving you better offers, sometimes they're not giving you enough offers, if that makes sense. So, but I do love Lyft's area filter. It works out great. I get the information I need. I know what town I'm going to, so I can still cherry pick over there. And I'm almost platinum on Lyft now because my acceptance rate went up on Lyft. And I think I'm at like 15% on Uber, which is it's only going to go lower, guys. I've heard drivers say that they were down as low as like 1% on Uber. That's crazy. And when they come out with this new Advantage thing, where they put drivers in tiers, how are they going to give what they call regular drivers worse offers when they're already so bad? They can't get any worse. I'm telling you, the offers on Uber can't get any worse. They can't. So I'm not even worried about that. I just want to maintain my higher status on Lyft because it's working. Even though I'm getting less offers, they're better offers thanks to the area filter. And I can still maintain what I've been making. It works out perfectly. I'm just hoping Lyft don't do this copycat game that they do sometimes and take away, based on your acceptance rate, take away the information that you need to be an independent contractor. I feel like this is going to get Uber in more trouble, but by the time they get in trouble, this Advantage thing they're doing, I think it's going to get them in trouble. But by the time they get in trouble, they would have made so much money, it's ridiculous, because it's going to work for some drivers. This Advantage crap is going to put some drivers to the point where they don't want to be considered a lower tier. And what's going to happen is they are going to eventually up their status or up their acceptance rate just so they could be in this Advantage crap. And therefore, it is going to push some drivers into being a little stressed out because they're going to try to maintain it. Not me. I'm not playing the game, Uber. My name is William Bootsy Blanding, nice guy driver, and I am not playing fair game. I don't even care if I get deactivated from Uber at this point. I don't care. It's not going to hurt me one way or the other at this point. Like, it's that bad. And Uber was the dominant app my whole rideshare career. The whole 7 years I've been driving, Uber was the dominant app. Lyft has become the dominant app as of this year. I'm probably at like 90% Lyft. Probably only 10% Uber. For example, just yesterday, in 6 hours, I did like 140 on Lyft. And guess what I did on Uber? $5, guys. $5 lousy dollars. And that's because it was a short trip and they actually gave me the information I needed to know where I was going. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. I don't know how it's going to work out for some people. I think this is going to cause some drivers to quit. Some veterans, anyway. It's not going to cause the undocumented that supposedly are driving. What I call the pigeons that just take anything. They're still going to do it. You know, but this is going to cause a lot of veteran drivers to quit Uber altogether. And at this point, I'd rather do delivery, you know, than to deal with these crappy offers. Now I'm hearing Spark. Let me know in the comments below about a good secondary app to replace Uber. I heard Spark is garbage. I was watching Pedro's video. Even though he continues to do Spark, he's saying it's garbage. I'm hearing Roadie is garbage lately. Roadie is a good backup app, but I hear it's garbage as far as being a mainstream app. So I'm looking for a good backup delivery app to replace Uber. I don't want to do food delivery at all. So DoorDash is not even going to be an option. I want to do like a delivery style app. Maybe another passenger app while I'm working on going private. So in the background, I'm working on going private, trying to get my licenses and all that stuff. Gonna set up my LLC. But there's order that I gotta do things. Like for example, even to get a good business address has been challenging because a lot of companies, they want you to have a virtual address, which is not the same thing. A virtual address is kind of like just an address to show you have a business address, but you can't get your mail there. So that's kind of pointless. You need an actual physical address like Regis, like Alliance, but they're kind of pricey. So I'm good looking for UPS stores do not work as a real business address. They come up as, because when you look up the address, they come up as a UPS store address. So they don't work well for a business address. Believe it or not, UPS stores probably work better for a backup home address than anything. They don't work that great for a business address. I know sometimes people use them. If that's my last resort, I probably would even use that. But they don't really work that well. Regis address work well with like a regular bank, like Chase, TD, M&T. Virtual addresses don't work with these banks. That's the issue or the problem. You know, I actually think Navy Federal, I think it had a virtual address. It worked fine for a while, but it's not really it's not really working out anymore. So I even got to get a, for my holding company, I'm going to have to find a different address for that as well. But for my transportation company, I need an actual physical address because I need to get my mail there. And I need it to work right for the business credit purposes later. But I'm bound to just one app right now. I'll take, put in the comments if you got any suggestions for me as far as what I should do for a secondary or even a third app. Like I said, I'll probably still keep Uber on the back burner for the weekends, like Saturday, Sundays. That's it. But that's it. That's all it's really gonna be working for me because it's complete trash. I can't even take it anymore. The shared rides, the crappy offers, $5 for like 20-minute trips, multiple stops. Now I have been doing under the table rides, but like I'm trying to tell you guys, I want to go legal. I don't want to continue taking the risk. I'm also trying to find good commercial insurance. Unfortunately, hybrid insurance companies like Voom, which is a good one, they're not available in Connecticut. Voom, if you're listening, please come to Connecticut. Please. Commercial insurance is going to be another rough aspect in building this private rides business, but we're going to do what we can. We're going to try to figure it out. Well, I'm at my daughter's house right now. I want to thank you guys for your continued support. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, click the bell icon, and continue watching. Thank you.